So the composer to all of the good Halo games, that being the Bungie-made Halo games, and he also worked on some Destiny stuff, though I'm pretty sure him and Bungie had a falling out at some point. Well, he is considering a path to Congress, and he's going to run in Las Vegas, and he has announced his support for the Orange Man. And of course, there are some people having a little bit of a meltdown because he's running as a Republican. And apparently, at least the gamer has a problem with that. Now, here's what's funny. They claim that this is dividing his fan base, but they offer no evidence of that. They just say that his Discord is asking him a bunch of questions, and he hasn't answered them. But that means his fan base is now divided. Most people probably aren't going to care, or most people honestly won't even pay attention to this because most of them just care about his music. The people that do really care will probably be the people in Las Vegas, which is where he's running. But the problem is, this is a guy in gaming, and he's running as a Republican, and he's showing support for Trump. So the gamer has to come out and now try to smear him the best that they can. So he put out a little bit of a thing on Twitter, of a 1-26-second video, pretty much going over how he feels about things, and this is apparently a gaslight dog whistle or some shit about how he hates gay people or something, which he never said. He says that he likes family values, but of course the gamer takes that as some kind of threat because he's not showing support for 6-year-old kids at drag shows or some shit. I don't know. The gamer's a shitty site. The gamer, never forget, had a big problem with Hogwarts Legacy, had a meltdown over it, said they weren't going to review it, and then wrote 65,000 articles every day about why they don't like the game. Because they wanted to, of course, get some of that sweet, sweet advertising dollars that we all love. So they made sure to write articles about why the game sucks every single day. They sure did talk about it quite a bit. Now, that was a whole different thing, but I just wanted to bring it up because the gamer is one of the shittiest websites out there. So he says in this long statement, I'll read a little bit of it. I never wanted to be a politician, and I don't. I've had 2 successful careers and have started a few small businesses. I've also worked for some big corporations. I was ready to retire and spend more time with my family, which I've been doing for the past 3 years, but I think they are ready for me to find something else to do. I'm tired of seeing the leaders of our country being influenced by the toxic divisions that are tearing apart our families and society. It's time for me to step up and do my civic duty, to try and give back and change things for the better. If not me, who, if not now, when? And then he talks about the economy and, a few other talking points. So, I mean, if you want to read the whole thing, you can pause and do so right now, or you can just go to his Twitter, Marty the Elder. He hasn't done anything in 3 years, by the way, as he says here. But the gamer is very, very upset because he's not coming out as a Democrat, basically. And if he was, they'd be jumping for joy and talking about how great this is and that he's going to make elevator music for Washington, D.C. Congress now, and it's going to be amazing. That's what the gamer's stance would be on this. So they go through all of his stuff and say this, like, okay, so his Discord is asking a bunch of questions about leftist questions, basically. They want to know how he feels about reproduction and LBGTQ plus XZ9W7Z garage sale community, gun ownership, and foreign policy. Where do you stand on all Ukraine and Israel and all that shit? Like, and they offer no receipts on this. They say fans are flooding his Discord server asking him these questions, it's probably like one or two people. And, of course, to the gamer, that means mountains and millions, like thousands of people or whatever. And they say that the Discord is fighting over migration and social issues, because far leftists want the borders wide open. They love it. Everybody should be allowed to come in and stuff like that. But I like how they put words in his mouth like this. O'Donnell has expressed his support for old-fashioned family values, saying that the traditional family is critical for a child's development and success, since he does not mention LBGTQ plus ZW9 X27777112222 writes, some fans have feared that this is an attack on that community. It's an attack on them because he says traditional family, which definitely is important for a child's development to have both parents in the house. Definitely important and a problem in our society. I'm sorry, but it's a problem that children don't have a mother and a father at home anymore. Society throws fathers in the garbage. Fathers are seen as just walking wallets and unneeded, and it's a problem. And it's a problem if the mother isn't there either. These people definitely want to run around and talk about how you need to raise your child and shit, and a lot of people don't like it. But they put words in his mouth. He hasn't said anything about anything, but apparently he needs to now be canceled and thrown into the woods because he is running as a Republican and he's voiced support for Trump. Keep in mind, Trump had like 80 million votes. I don't remember the exact number, but like half the country supports him. But that doesn't matter to the gamer because they all are flying Yahtzees or some shit. So this guy's going to get a ton of heat from journalists, particularly gaming journalists. It'll be open season on this dude all year. So this will be something to follow. I'm sure the gamer will be having a meltdown about it weekly. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.